Hello, Bison Nation. Coach Woodruff here. Happy to be back with you for our weekly newsletter. Up and down week for your Bison as we saw a win over Loyola, followed by a very difficult loss in overtime to Colgate on Saturday. One of the things interesting in today's sports world is the use of statistics. I think something that's always been part of our sport but has become more prominent as things have gone on. We set statistical goals for ourselves, both offensively and defensively, on a game-to-game basis, hoping to reach those goals, thinking that if we do, it will lead us to victory. Interesting, if you look at a couple of those this week in particular, one of our goals is to turn the ball over less than or equal to 12 times a game, which is roughly 15% of our possessions. If you look at the game we won this week against Loyola, we turned the ball over 13 times, which is right around where we want to be. In the loss to Colgate, we turned it over 22 times. So obvious that the turnovers were a big part of the two games. Secondly, another goal for us is to make more free throws than our opponents attempt. If you look at our two games this week, at Loyola, we were successful. They attempted 4 free throws. We made 11, so success, obviously. If you turn to Saturday's outcome, Colgate attempted 24 free throws, some of those at the end of the game when we were fouling intentionally, and we only made 11. So if you look strictly at those two statistics, gives you a good idea of maybe why we were successful in one and not the other. So we'll continue to work both in those areas and others. A couple of things from Saturday's game in particular that I'd like to mention. First is the attendance. Very excited to see the number of folks we had, over 700 fans in attendance for that game. Made it the second highest attendance of the season, second only to Education Day, where we had roughly 700 or 800 local elementary school kids here with us. So hopefully we can keep that trend going. As part of that crowd, I'd like to send out a thank you to the alums who were able to join us for that game, as well as those who attended in celebration of Terry Greaves' retirement. So that's a positive coming out of a difficult day, but a positive to see the attendance going up. Hopefully we can keep that trend going. As we look to next week, we will host Army in Soika on Wednesday night. Hope we can get all those folks plus more out and create some excitement in the arena before we head out on the road for a Saturday game at Holy Cross, who currently sits undefeated in the Patriot League. To wrap up, I'd like to send out a sincere thank you for your continued support of the women's basketball program. And as always, go Bison.